SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
With the recent surge in COVID cases, some IIAG schools have taken precautionary operation measures, including returning to remote learning and or restricting participation in interscholastic activities. During a special meeting with all of the IIAG high school and middle school interscholastic administrators, it was unanimously decided that effective immediately, the league operated games and matches will be postponed until Monday, January 31st. The Guam Basketball Confederation is excited to welcome their first ever executive director, David Kenna. According to GBC President E.J. Calvo, we welcome David to our island and look forward to working with him to further enhance our mission and execute our new strategic plan. Kenna was raised in New Jersey and completed a bachelor's degree in exercise and sports management at Rutgers University in 2012, where he also worked in the basketball program as a coordinator of basketball operations. After graduation, he worked internships as a video coordinator for the Boston Celtics and eventually elevated to assistant coach at NBA G League teams, including the Santa Cruz Warriors and Greensboro Swarm. Most recently, he was director of basketball development for Hong Kong's professional club, the Eastern Long Lions. We're here with Marvin Linder, ESA League president. Marvin, can you just give us the latest with everything going on with the ESA Sports League?
Yeah, what we did, we had to postpone the startup of sports until this Saturday. We had a lot of teams that had close contact and a few athletes that tested positive with all the increase in COVID going around. So we decided to postpone it 1 week. It's constantly changing. I mean, everything is happening. There's so many cases out there that we're trying to handle it as best we can. Our protocols are still working. It's just the fact that, the schools and the kids there's so many cases out there that there's a lot of close contact. There's more close contact than there are cases. And so we decided to postpone it 1 week. We're set to start Saturday. We also implemented plans in case something happens and the kids can't play. We're meeting today, matter of fact, to discuss the shortage of testing for the athletes that are not fully vaccinated. And once we get that, I'm gonna get with the ESA admin and find out about the test kits and how short we are and what's the status, because that's another obstacle we have to take care of and tackle.
And let's talk about some of the sports that will be happening on Saturday.
Wrestling and girls and boys basketball. Then softball will start Monday, and tennis and soccer will start also that following week.
Anything new with crowds and fans in attendance?
We did decide to have no spectators like we did last year. This time last year when we first started sports, you know how we had no spectators, but we allowed two people to come in per team to live stream so the parents can watch. And we're going to implement that also because we want to make sure that the kids can play. And that's the most important thing, is that kids get to compete and it's safe. So we're gonna have no spectators until further notice. For the start of our next block, we're gonna have no spectators. And the middle school is following suit after this week. They're finishing up their last week of sports, but they are also having no spectators. So we're in line with them.
Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Just that I want the parents to be patient with us because and remember, this is for the kids. We're trying to get them out in the sports, have them perform and compete, because I think it helps them a lot in this situation we're in, and being not being able to do much outside of the school. It makes it helps them not just physically but mentally too. So we want to have the sports. We want to make sure the kids compete, and we want to make sure they compete in a safe environment. So I just ask the parents to be patient with us. We'll do the best we can.
Local powerlifter Christopher Heggie will be representing Guam at the Fighter Quit Classic 2 held in Las Vegas. Heggie has competed in Vegas before, taking home second place overall and first for the bench with a lift of 325 pounds. Heggie is dedicating this year's meet to his wife, who passed away a few months ago in a car accident.
Got powered through, I got a lot of support. After my wife passed away, everything just went downhill. But I used that pain and anger to a positive So I dedicated this meet for her. It's a mental game, you know. So I use that pain and anger in lifting those weights, you know. To me, the weights are my problems, you know. The bar is my support, my family, my friends, everybody that's right behind me. So any problems that you have, any weight that you got, you know, what you gotta do is lift it.
Heggie has also represented Guam at a powerlifting meet in the Philippines, where he took home a second-place finish in the 175-pound weight class. For this year's event, he's looking to cut 10 pounds and hit the platform in the 165-pound weight class.
Yeah, everybody in the gym, you know, they support me. They don't understand or can't fathom what pain I'm going through or what I'm going through after losing, you know, your other half. So they're there just to support, you know, keep a smile on my face or, you know, keep me positive. So them alone is pushing me more and more and more. So in squat, I'm trying to aim for 455 or higher. Bench is moderate, 340, 335. Then my deadlift, I want to hit 485 to 500.
Chris started his prep for the competition 4 months ago.
We can.
The goal is to step on the podium and medal in Vegas.
That's the goal I wanted, was to represent her and represent Guam, bring home a medal for her. So I will bring a medal home, and then I will be putting it on her grave.
My name is Frank Florig, and I'm the president and CEO of Special Olympics Guam. With regards to the signing of the MOU between SOAP, which is Special Olympics Asia Pacific, and the Badminton Oceania Conference, I guess that's what they're called. It all it does is it solidifies what we've started. And to be quite frank and honest with you, in August of 2019, Guam and the Guam National Badminton Federation had initiated an MOU between Special Olympics Guam and GNBC or GNBF here on Guam. I want to note that what the signing of that does is all it does is solidify what we've already started. I know at the very beginning, the Badminton Oceania didn't really think it was a good idea, and they didn't provide much support to the local federation. It was the local federation that found monies to supply Special Olympics with, I believe it was well over 60 badminton rackets. And these are not the cheap rackets. These are actually ones that I believe the pros use. So they provided us that. They provided coaching. They also took some of our coaches and actually put them through shuttle time. And that's the start of what you're seeing today between the Badminton Oceania Conference and Special Olympics Asia Pacific.
Well, let's talk about what you guys have in store in the future. You guys are really hard at work with lining up events for our athletes for when things do clear up and for them to get back into the action and into the swing of things.
What we've done is we've actually taken the year and we've broken down into trimesters. The first event we're looking at is in April, and that's going to be badminton. In August, we're going to have softball, and then ending the year with the Guam Football Association, partnering again with us and having soccer for our athletes that include our unified partner. Dave, thanks for always having us. KUAM, thanks for always having us.
In programming news on KUAM TV 11, Monday, January 31st at 6 in the morning, NFL on CBS, the AFC Championship game, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals at Kansas City Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes. Winner moves on to this year's Super Bowl.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.